Today we're going to cover what to do after the job interview. So you wrote a good resume, found a job posting that matched your criteria, and got an interview. Congratulations. But don't stop there because your work's not finished yet. Don't make the mistake of sitting back and waiting for the job offer to come to you. Give yourself an extra edge over other candidates and be proactive by continuing the conversation after the initial job interview. The following are a few tips and tricks to consider for a successful job interview follow-up. First, at the end of the interview, ask the employer when they expect to make a decision regarding the position. This will give you a time frame to work with. Next, make sure you obtain business cards or title and contact information from all of the people you meet in the interview. This will help you out later. Also, use follow-up correspondence to reiterate your enthusiasm for the position and the company, but don't overwhelm the employer or come across as desperate. Also, use a thank you letter to remind your employer why you are the best candidate for the position. If the employer asks for any additional information during the interview, such as writing samples, references, or anything like that, you can attach that to your thank you letter as well. Write individual thank you letters to each person you met during the interview and send or email within 2 business days. Now, if you use snail mail, that means you need to mail pretty much the day of the interview for it to arrive in 2 business days. You don't want to put it in the mail 2 business days and then have it show up for another 5 days. That's far too late. Also, make sure to customize each note for the interviewer. Don't just change the name and send the same note to each person. Also, send a thank you note even if you're no longer interested in the job. You never know when or where you may run into this person again in your professional career in the future. Do send thank you notes after every single interview. This means if you have a second or third interview, you should still follow up with a correspondence, but that correspondence can be less formal than the correspondence you sent after the first. Proof, and proof again. Make sure there are absolutely no typos or misspelling in your thank you letters. Also, follow up with a phone call after 7 to 10 business days. You may want to do this sooner if the timetable is shorter. And this is to inquire if the position has been filled. Use this call to continue to sell your capabilities and strengths. Next, even if you didn't get the position, find ways to stay in touch with the employer, but be careful not to become annoying. Most importantly, you never know when they'll be hiring again in the future or who they know in the industry, and you may want your name to stay at top of mind. A couple ways to do this are to set Google alerts for the company so you can stay up to date on news. This will give you something to discuss when you send future correspondence. Also, you can invite them to be a part of your network on LinkedIn or other social organizations, and if appropriate, ask them for a referral to other contacts. Next, you can use other job offers as leverage for securing your ideal offer. A few other notes. Don't get discouraged or place too much importance on one particular interview. There will be others. Be patient. The hiring process can take sometimes much longer than expected. Even if you had a perfect interview and you're a shoo-in for the position, continue your job search. There are never any guarantees, and hey, you might even find a better job. Also, try applying for jobs that you're slightly underqualified for. In some instances, this may start a dialogue with the employer that would not have otherwise been possible. This also allows you to expand your network, and you may just be perfect for a different listing or future position. So that's all I have for right now, so hang in there and good luck!